What is going on, beautiful people? It's your boy Wesley from A Connection TV here on YouTube, the one place on the World Wide Web where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences. And welcome to my channel. If this is your first time seeing me, definitely subscribe, like this video, and leave a comment because that will help the channel and it's free to do. Listen, I started Love Island on Love Island USA Season 6. Y'all asked me to watch Season 1, couldn't get into it. All the other seasons couldn't get into it. Even like the gaming challenge, couldn't get into it. I fell in love with Season 6 because it was a fresh start for me. I didn't know what to expect or what I was going to get. And I fell in love with the original cast of Season 6. So much so that y'all have too. And these guys are getting their own freaking aftermath reality show. So I don't feel too bad for not watching any of the other seasons that did not seem to manage to get their own aftermath reality show. And let's be clear, I'm going to watch it to see how Cordell is, how Janae is, I want to see it, right? But with that comes me liking who I like and me not liking who y'all like. I was heavy on Serena because I felt like anyways, we don't have to go back and forth. We don't have to go to the past because y'all love y'all some Serena, and I had some choice words for her, and y'all was like, oh my God, I can't believe you're talking about this woman like this. I didn't say anything that some people didn't, actually feel, but I just didn't like how she was handling the Cordell situation from what we saw, right? So moving forward, we're on Season 7, and go figure, they recasted a Cordell and Serena by casting Olandria and Taylor. They're the spitting image of Cordell and Serena. I see what they were trying to do, but Olandria is not she's not Serena in the sense of her walking around talking about Taylor, bad-mouthing Taylor, and then saying, oh my God, I like you. Olandria's not doing that, but she is reminding me of Serena about, how she's like, I don't know. It's like I want to trust Olandria, but she's like, I don't think that's going to work over there. You should go for it, girl. But yeah, no, I don't think it's going to work. Like, she says what she says to like Ace and Nick, but then she goes to Jeremiah and she's like, oh my God, I think y'all will work for each other. She says what she says to Shelly and like anyone else, and then she'll go to Huda and be like, oh my God, I think y'all will work for each other. I think it's great. It's like, oh man, like, do you really care that Huda was on the chopping block? Do you really care? I don't know. There's something about Olandria that just did that. And then Ace. Ace is a beautiful young man. Beautiful, strapping, good-looking young man. But he's hating on Jeremiah so much for the fact that he's caught up in a relationship or a situationship with Huda. The whole point of going on the show is to find love. Why do you have to explore multiple options if you don't feel that these options are worth exploring? Unlike Ace, who swears up and down he's all for some Shelly, but then he goes and picks Amaya. Then Amaya, being happy that she was picked, is completely let down because Ace is like, just because I picked you don't mean that I really want you. I'm still gonna be looking at other people. What? And then Ace becomes a complete like asshole to Amaya. Yes, he was honest in how he felt and how he wants to play the game, but like, I gathered and understood what Amaya was feeling because it's like, what was the point of picking me if you're then gonna go running off to Shelly all the goddamn time? And then I'm so shocked that we haven't gotten anything with Austin versus Ace. Now, look, I understand the premise of the show is to be open and to find new connections and to like play the game so you can find love. I get that, but there's a way to go about it. Like how Amaya was not going to sit there and finagle with Charlie if she feels that Amaya is her good girlfriend. Mind you, Amaya is going through a lot being, single because Ace doesn't want her. And she needs to find love or else she's going to get off the show. But at least her moral compass is like, no, I can't do that to Hannah because I've taken a liking to her. Those are the type of people I like. I like those people. I like the Amayas of the world. I like the Taylors of the world. I like the Charlies of the world. Okay? Those are the type of people I like. I don't like the Hannahs of the world. Let's be clear. I don't like the Pepes. Well, even, Pepe don't have no allegiance to anyone, but, you know, he got to come in and break stuff up. Like, I like Iris. I like how Iris handled the situation with Jeremiah, because even though she's coming in on a new front, wanting to find a connection, Jeremiah's like, nah, I'm in this thing with Huda. And I like the fact that Iris respects that and is not trying to ransack Jeremiah. And she went and found another connection, which she thought was Ace. So we might have a difference of opinion here. I'm clearly on a different side than mass majority of the people. I feel like this American vote was messy as hell, and America was just really, really being messy. I don't think a lot of people want to see Huda with Jeremiah, because Huda is Huda is so mommying Jeremiah to the point where it's annoying us to watch. Jeremiah is so sexy, so cool, and we want to see him literally happy in a situation. And Jeremiah seems like he's dealing with Huda and not so much wanting to be with Huda, because in the last few instances, the editors have made it clear that there's some issue between them. The chemistry is not really flowing like we thought it was. And it's pretty much the blame of Huda, because she's mommying, you know, Jeremiah and not seeing what she's actually doing. So I can see why America did that. But like, and I understand why they took Taylor away, because Alandria seems like she's vying for what Jalen is giving her, but it's not until this episode that we hear her say that she doesn't really like that, his position and how he does it, the physical of it. She appreciates Taylor more, but that's coming before the episode of before America gets to vote. So honestly, when I look at Alandria and Taylor, I'm thinking that Alandria doesn't really care for Taylor either. So I get that vote, and I get the Hannah taking Charlie out vote too, because Hannah was already on top of Pepe's top from the very beginning, and in this episode was on top of Pepe's top. But as soon as Charlie went to go looking somewhere else and speak to Iris, Hannah has a whole conniption. It's just so weird, like how people can be, and like how this world is so forgiving of people like playing with people's feelings, and like it's okay. Like this is the reason why I could never be on Love Island. Like, because when I like somebody, I like somebody. When I like somebody, I'm not trying to kiss on this person, have sex with this person, have sex with this person, swap slob with this person, swap slob, tell this person I like you, tell this person. I'm not a multi-dater, I'm not a multi-sexer, I'm not a multi-anything. Like if I'm on it with you, I'm on it with you. I can easily see me being Jeremiah with Huda or Huda with Jeremiah, because I like what I like and that's what I like. I don't like what I like. Tell them that I like them, and then now I'm looking at 4 other people. Wesley, that's the name of the game. Yeah, but everybody doesn't play like that, and I appreciate the people that don't play like that. It's crazy to me. Ace needs to go right away. He's doing way too much. Like, and then okay. I'm going to talk about each person individually and give my thoughts. We're on episode 12, so I'm not going to like redo everything that's happened thus far. But Shelly seemed to be like the coolest person in the world. But then I don't like how she's stringing Austin along because Ace is doing things that she likes. That's corny as hell to me. And yes, it's the name of the game, Wes. They got to do it and to find love. But baby girl, if you don't know what we know, and that you feeling Ace way more than you feeling Austin, then you need to nip it in the bud right away. Because I don't know, I like both of you, and I don't know, he's doing this and you're not doing this, and I don't know, I don't want to make you feel bad, but Ace is shitting on you, Austin. You need to do more. Austin, you need to leave Shelly right away. Like, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Austin reminds me of, what's his name? What was his name? I'm looking at the computer to see Aaron. Austin reminds me of Aaron. Connor. Austin reminds me of Connor. He was played. The girl said, I like you, but secretly she was wanting to hump on Miguel. And like, just the girl that was in love with the overall dude. Like, and y'all swarming down by her. Whatever. Her and Miguel are still together, but you know, she shitted on Connor. And Connor was just played. I feel like Austin is just being played by someone who can't make up their goddamn mind, aka Shelly. So although I like Shelly, she's corny to me for not being able to tell this man how she really feel, because it's not that complex and complicated. But then hold up, because Ace, who has been who he's been from day one, hopping on everybody's top like Hannah, decides, oh, wait, I had a great conversation with Iris. This might be the direction that I'm taking. I'm letting you know, Shelly, even though I've been trying to take you away from Austin for the longest, and I've had no other options until Iris finally came in and talked to me, now I like Iris. So now Shelly is the new Austin. Ha! Karma is a bitch. And I love the fact that it's hitting her smack dab in the face. Even though this is the name of the game and this is what y'all immoral people do anyway. Y'all say y'all like somebody and then y'all want to go on somebody else right away. Let's talk about Alondra. Gorgeous woman. Reminds me of Serena. She seems to be honest to a point, but I don't think she's being honest with Taylor. She's saying that she likes him, but I don't get the I like you vibe. And yes, everybody's different, Wes. Just because you say you like somebody and want to hear from them on a daily basis doesn't mean that Olandria can do the same thing and wants to hear from Taylor on a daily basis. But Olandria has not shown any signs of liking Taylor except for the fact that she's had no other options until Jalen has been here and she's had to deal with Taylor and his adolescent looking body. I don't know. Something off with that. Something very Serena and Cordell with that. Yes, indeed. And now we have Taylor on the chopping block, you know, almost getting sent home. Whatever. I don't know. I think Olandra is happy that Jalen has been her coupled pick, honestly speaking. I like her, though, but she's kind of phony or funny because she'll say one thing to Ace and then say another thing to Shelly. She'll say one thing to Jeremiah and then say another thing to Huda. It's, to me. Huda needs to find someone 35 and like, come on, get off the show. Find someone 35 who wants to take care of her daughter and love bomb her to death. And do everything that she wants do everything that she wants them to do. Like, that's what she needs. Jeremiah and Huda is not going to work. I don't think it's going to work. Jeremiah doesn't want to be that guy on TV, so he's dealing with it. He doesn't want to be that guy that's like, oh, a kid, no, I don't want to take care of it. So he's dealing with it. I think America did him a favor by recoupling him. And I think it's just too much for him to see right now because he's a me. He likes somebody, he wants to be with that one person. He doesn't like somebody and want to fucking, you know. So I can vibe with Jeremiah and Huda. I just think that Huda mommies Jeremiah a lot. Ace. Ace is out for himself, and he's honest about being out for himself. He's a beautiful man. And I would love to see him in the thong. That's all I have to say. You know, I don't know why Shelly is wanting him so much after he just plays her like, oh, my options have been open because they brought a new person in. I don't know. Ace is mad that Jeremiah found somebody day one. Well, hell, we're mad that you haven't found anybody yet. How about that, Ace? Ace is not a fave of mine. I don't know. He's gorgeous to look at, though. He has the biggest butt on the no, Jalen has the biggest butt now. Then we have Nick. Nick is 24. I can't expect much from him. Well, so is Ace. Ace is like 22. Yeah, Ace is 22. Can't really expect much from him. Can't really expect much from Nick either. You know, do they really know what love is? I doubt that. You know, he's looking, but he was with Bella or whatever her name was. And then Sierra walks in and he's like, oh my God, Sierra, I want you. This is the same person that was kissing somebody, slobbing, doing a Hannah. Slobbing up somebody down and then went to go slob on somebody else down in the photo booth and was like, oh, I really don't know what to do. I like both. That's trash. That's trash behavior. That's trash behavior. Wes, that's what we're supposed to do on this as trash behavior. Trash. Nick don't know what he wants, and I'm going to leave it at that. Taylor, another young guy, 24. His chest isn't developed yet. I don't even know if he has pubic hair. I'm not sure. But he's a Cordell to me. He just doesn't have a famous brother. I don't know. I'm not sure. But Taylor and Alondria, it's not going to work. It's just not going to work. I wish they would bring somebody else in for Taylor, to be honest, because I would think that they would want Taylor to get through because he's another Cordell. I mean, he clearly is. But I don't feel bad that the fans, you know, took him out and made him single because Alondria don't want him. So I mean, it is what it is. But he's a nice guy, though. He seems like he has a moral standing. Then we have Jeremiah, 25, the sexiest man on the show. sexiest man on the show, best body on the show. Like, he's a good looking dude. He's a nice guy. He's a nice kiddo. And I think he's dealing with Huda because he made a commitment to her from day one. He saw what he liked and he liked it. Even though she's getting on his goddamn nerves, you know, you're still learning someone. So he's like, I don't want to just break up with her because she's getting on my nerves. Every person that's in a relationship, they get on each other's nerves. You know, you're just seeing this now, you know, in the first week and a half to 2 weeks. But Jeremiah and Huda, I don't think that's a relationship that should be. I don't think that they're gonna work. Because you know, Huda just mommies the hell out of Jeremiah, and it's not a good look. Not when you got a kid and you no. But I like Jeremiah. I think his moral code is you know, like mine. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna be like, I like Huda, and then just be all over the house like an ace. Then we have Austin. Austin is the Connor of the group, even though he's the biggest hoe out of everybody, has had the most sex, has had the most threesomes, has had the most public situation, got the biggest junk, apparently, because they keep showing it on the TV screens all the time. Ace got the fattest butt. Austin got the biggest junk. I like Austin, but Austin and Shelly is not going to work. And honestly, I think Austin and Amaya had the best conversation with the people that Austin has had. But for whatever reason, we only saw them have that great conversation once, and then he was attached to Shelly for some reason. I feel like we're not getting to see everything that we need to see with Austin and the Amaya situation, because it looked promising to me. Hell, Amaya just got dumped by Ace, so it just makes sense for Austin and Amaya to go. But then there was this moment where Amaya was walking towards the group, and Austin was like, oh my God, here we go. So maybe we're not seeing everything. Clearly, we're not seeing everything, because I thought that Amaya and Austin would have been a perfect pairing. But I guess not. Austin is still thinking that Shelly wants him, and she doesn't. And I don't know why he doesn't know that. Oh, maybe because Shelly keeps saying, I love you, I like you both, and it's hard for me to make a decision. Girl, cut it out. That's horrible. Like, this show is wicked. Like, it's so wicked. Then you have Charlie, 27, good looking guy. You know, great guy. I mean, he wants Hannah, but Hannah's slobbing up, you know, Pepe's knob. And like, Charlie's feeling some sort of way. Why is he feeling some sort of way? Because I actually like this girl, and this girl says she likes me, but this girl is going over here slobbing on somebody else's knob. Like, yes, that's how the show's supposed to go, Wes. Okay, whatever. Like, can we stop saying that? Like, there's a good person, and then there's the humble, moral sounding person, and then there's the whore. There's the Charlie, moral sounding, want to be with one person kind of person, and then there's the whore Hannah. You know what I'm saying? And then she's a hypocritical whore because Charlie does what she does, barely, because he doesn't even kiss anybody. And she's having a whole hissy fit and needs to be calmed down by Taylor. What are we talking about here? These people are ridiculous. Like, ridiculous. Then we have Sierra. Sierra came in and broke up Bella. And ever since she got connected with Nick, she's been all on Nick's top. Okay, she's not all over the place, which is great. But it's like, Pepe pulls her to the side and she's Google for Gaga. Like, so emotional, like, oh my God, like, I didn't know if you would pick me, but I'm glad that you picked me though. What's your type? I am your type? Oh my God, like, this is so crazy. I'm happy that you picked me. Like, what? Like, I don't know. Like, she's anybody can have her. That's what I get. Then we have Hannah. Ciao, bye. Hannah's just, you know, Hannah's all over the place. She wants her cake and she wants to eat it all by herself too. Charlie goes and talks to Iris. Oh my God, I'm about to have a conniption. I'm having an hissy fit. Broad, you just went and kissed this man down twice. What are we talking about here? It's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same. Hannah needs to be kicked off. Then we have Amaya. Amaya's gorgeous, but you know, she's overly emotional. She's like me. She's like me. You know, you say you like somebody, and then, you know, they basically are like, sit over there and wait for me to call you. Like, what? Like, what do you mean? Like, I'm not, no. Like, what? I'm Amaya. I'm overly emotional. I care about stuff like that. Like, if I like you, I'm not trying to talk to multiple people. If I like you, I'm not trying to have sex with multiple people. If I like you, I like you. I want to hear from you. I don't want to hear from anybody else. You know? But what I've realized in 2025 is that that type of person that I am is very hard to, like, the person that I am is hard to find. like one track mind. If I'm into you, I'm into you until I'm not into you anymore. It's not a lot of that anymore. It's a lot of Love Island bitches out here in the world that's like, oh, I like you, but we're not together. So I'm about to like all these other 15 people. And that's okay because I'm single and I can do that. I can tell you that I like you. And then I can still tell all these other 15 people that I like them too. You know why? Because I'm single. That is just utter bullshit to me. But that is how the majority of people operate now. And I can't operate in that space. I don't even know what the hell that shitty space is. Like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Then you have Pepe. He's another whore. Like, he just comes in wanting to claim what he wants and he gets what he wants. And he's just kissing here, kissing here. He's a whore. I don't really have, I don't care about. And Jalen's not a whore. I mean, he's more developed than Taylor, but Taylor is cuter in the face. Jalen's like, I want Alandria, and that's it. I'm not here for anything else. He's respectful of Alandria, but it's like, okay, whatever. I don't really, I'm team original. Taylor is an original. I don't really care for Jalen. Then we have Iris. Iris seems cool because she's down to deal with Ace's petty, cocky, conceited ass. But, and she's humbly trying to mix and mingle with everyone else. And, she's playing it by the book. Like, she's not jumping down Jeremiah's top. If Jeremiah's with Hunter, she's respectful. She's only dealing with what she has to deal with. And that seems to be Ace. But even Ace is not sure. Is he sure? He doesn't know what he wants. I don't know. I just think it's very, very interesting. I still feel like people should have recoupled if they wanted to recouple. I feel like the America should have their vote, and then the rest, they should be able to, the rest should recouple. Because Ace doesn't want to be with Amaya. Why are we still sticking Amaya with Ace? That doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. I don't like that. And then we have Julissa. She left the first episode because she was up here being racist and saying, words that she had no problem, no business saying. And then Bella A got the boot. She was 22. Listen, so my favorites are, let me go down the casting list again. My favorites are Amaya because I like her over emotional ass. But she sticks up for herself against Ace, and I think that's great. She doesn't allow Ace to just play in her face too much. I like Amaya's moral compass because she doesn't do anything with Charlie, even though Hannah is being a whore. So I like Amaya. Hannah, can't deal with her. Sierra, I don't really care. Charlie, I care about Charlie because Charlie has a moral compass and, he's not out here whoring like Hannah and kissing this person and saying, hey, but you can't do this, but I can do this. I like Charlie. I thought Charlie was going to be the heartthrob out of the group, but he's not. Charlie and Amaya, I love those two. I love Austin. Austin is peculiar guy, admittedly, based on statistics, a whore. But he's still one track minded with that. And I'm a hero for the heroes. Amaya, Charlie, Austin, they're heroes. Even though Austin wants Taylor to get the boot. I wonder how Taylor's going to feel about that when we come back tomorrow night. I love Jeremiah. Jeremiah is a stand-up guy, the heroes. Amaya, Charlie, Austin, Jeremiah. Those are the heroes. Those are the people coming, looking for love and not having to be like, I like you over here. And then I like all 15 of you. And then they tell their couple, I don't know what I want to do because I like these people. I like them all. And I'm here to explore the connections. Whatever. Taylor, I like Taylor too. I think Taylor is a great guy. Just as much as I like Cordell, I like Taylor. I think Taylor is super dope. For the same reasons, of course. Although I feel like he doesn't really like Alandria like that. He's just dealing with Alandria because they're the only ones to deal with. But I think another girl needs to come in for Taylor, to be honest. Because Alandria does need to be with Jalen or somebody else. It's not Taylor. Nick, don't really care for Nick. Nick is I don't really care for Nick. He couldn't make up his mind. He was tonguing down Bella and then tonguing down Sierra the same day. Not my fan. Not a fan. Ace, he's gorgeous. Not a fan. He's, you know, he thinks his shit don't stink and he doesn't want to be called babe. He doesn't want people touching him. Yeah, you can have all these kind of, you know, isms and schisms, but I mean, he's just all over the place. He's all over the place. And he's not a bro's bro. Like, you're sitting here dapping up Austin, but then you're out here like, I don't know. He does way too much for me. I'm not a fan of Ace. Not a fan of Huda. She's a mommy and she wants to mommy Jeremiah. Not a fan. Not a fan of Alandria. She's not, I don't know. I don't feel like she really likes Taylor like that for real, for real. I think she's dealing with Taylor, has been dealing with Taylor up until Jalen's gotten here. But now that the fans have given her the opportunity to get to know Jalen, she's going to get to know Jalen a little bit more. That's what I feel is going on. Even in the preview, she was like, oh, well, maybe the world is seeing something that we're not seeing. You're saying that because you're excusing the fact that they coupled you up with somebody that you're potentially interested in. And I like Shelly, but she played the field too much. She playing with my boy Austin, and she's just not being real. She likes Ace way more than she likes Austin. And I don't like the fact how she's just stringing Austin along. Even though she's honest when she's telling him how she feels. Yeah, she's telling him that she's confused and she can't make a decision and she likes both people. Well, that doesn't work in love games. Like, how are you going to love on somebody if you're loving on multiple people? Like, or liking on multiple people. I don't know. I'm not a fan of what y'all love. I'm not a fan of, I like you, but I like all these people here, and that's what I'm here to do. Explore. I want to kiss this person, kiss this person, kiss this person, kiss this. I don't like that. That's corny to me. I understand that that's the concept or the name of the game, or it's within the parameters of the game, but so is Jeremiah linking up with Hutter and not wanting to explore other connections because the connection is there for them. Why is it shitted on that someone wants to link up with somebody right away because they feel a connection versus someone who wants to be a whore like Ace, like Shelly, like Hannah, and have their cake and eat it too, and just want to be all over the place, willy-nilly? Why are we supporting that, but we can't support a Charlie liking Hannah and only want to deal with Hannah? That's crazy to me. Like, this world is so stop for that to be like the new norm with how you court people or how you express yourself. Like, I like you, but we're not together, so I get to like all these people too. That's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. So right now, my faves are Taylor, Jeremiah, Austin, Charlie, and Amaya. Amaya's like the only chick. Amaya's like the only chick. And Iris. I like Iris too. Amaya and Iris, and the 40. So I like 6 people. Yeah, everybody else is just like everybody else. Listen, I'm pretty sure we probably don't align with my thoughts on how this game should go. Y'all are probably on side kissing everybody, and I'm not on that side. I'm on side Team Jeremiah, Team Charlie, Team Amaya, Team Iris, some moral standing, Team Taylor. Like, what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm on. But I do have a feeling that if Taylor were to get another woman option, he would be doing what Alandria is doing. I think so. I don't think Alandria and Taylor makes much sense, to be honest. But anyway, leave your thoughts, leave your opinions. I'm curious to see what you think about, you know, the new season. Do you like the new season? Are you ready for the aftermath show with the original 6? Well, the core 6. You know, apparently Kenny and Janae are having like a moment. Miguel and that girl are still together. Serena and Cordell are still together. You know, my favorite guy from that season was the dude that had the OnlyFans. What's his name? Kendall. Yes, Kendall. Ooh, Kendall was the Jeremiah. Kendall was fine, baby. And Nick is the Aaron. Nick is Aaron. It's so interesting. Hakeem is Jalen. It's just so interesting how they make these pairings. But anyway, leave your comments below and let me know what you thought or what you think. Later.